Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. It's the Spiritual Warrior UK here. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Thank you for joining me. Please like, comment, share, give us a thumbs up. It's you that keeps the channel going. I might post this live on Facebook as well. So to the people in my Facebook group, I hope you enjoy this pick a pile today. I'm sorry it's a bit delayed putting it up, but I knew it was going to take a little bit of time today. So this is the pick apart, and the question that we're asking today is, what does April have in store for me? So we're coming up to the end of March now, April next week, and we've got pile A, pile B, and pile C. So I pulled the cards, I haven't looked at them, I don't know what's going on, so we'll just clear in the space. And I'll just give you just a few moments just to tune in, just to see what pile you're drawn to. Okay, so I'm just going to move these. So this is pile A, pile B, pile C. Okay, so let's get started. Where am I going to put these? Okay, got a shedding going on there. So our first card is the Mystic. I love this deck. Look at this card. Okay, and then we have Darkness, number 40. We have Serendipity. And then we have the Tower. I'm reading these all in the upright. Six of Swords, Ace of Wands, Knight of Wands, and the Seven of Wands. Okay. So what's happening for you in April? So whoever's watching this, the Mystic is about bringing in the light and the dark. So it's really interesting that we've also got darkness here. 40 broken down is 4. It's the Emperor, which is the masculine energy in the major arcana. And also 4 is about communication. It's about stability, expanding our gifts. And it's really interesting, these cards. I love these cards. So they have the eye at the top and at the bottom. So for me, and also the dots either side. So this is about balancing out. This is about balancing out the light and the dark. So take this as this resonates, and this is a general collective reading. So if it doesn't resonate, then it's not if it's not what's going on for you, then it's not what's going on for you. Just take the bits that you do resonate and just leave the rest. So for me, this is about what's going on for you in April. It's like standing back and balancing out, getting a better perception of what has been going on in your life, get a better perception of actually what is going on in the world. So it's really interesting that I was really drawn to these circle cards because, you know, the world is a crazy place at the moment. And I feel that that's brought up a lot of instability for a lot of people, a lot of questioning for a lot of people. And I'm getting the energy of it's like it's just going round in circles. So you need to stand back, whatever this is for you, and really take another perspective and see it from all aspects. See it from maybe another person's aspect, see it from above, see it from below, see it from both sides, and then go into the heart. You see with this moth, it's like it's burning in the middle, and that's not what's burning, that's the heart space, that's the heart energy. And when we go into our heart energy, we always see things from a different place because we come out of our head, we come out of our ego, we come out of our judgment, and then we realize that everyone is just trying to do the best that they can, and they can only see what they can see. And this is about you standing back and balancing out your world, balancing out your environment, balancing out the people that are in there. There's something about it, feels like it's like an anger energy because I'm getting like the fire burning. There's a kind of a red. It almost feels like, I can describe it. It's like this frustration, sort of suppressed energy. It's like, you know, the moth likes to fly. The Mystic is about following the path that you feel drawn to go on. And that doesn't necessarily mean what you call a life path, but it's just the path that you feel drawn to go in the direction at the moment. And I feel that that is being restricted. I mean, we can pretty much say that for everybody at the moment with what's going on, especially in the UK. But there is something about that, it's quite affecting you now. My candle's going crazy as well. So yeah, it's almost like I feel like it's putting out the fire in your belly, and you really need to just stand back. You know, don't focus on what you can't control, just focus on what you can, and bring balance in, bring in another perspective. You know, everything happens for a reason. The light and the dark needs to balance out. You know, the masculine energy and the feminine energy needs to balance out. The above and below needs to balance out. There's so much energy in this card. It's really quite unbelievable. So you know, be the mystic, be mysterious, follow your path. Don't worry about what anybody else feels like. You're going to get stability in this when you step in or step back from what's going on. You're going to get stability. So the number 4 is the Emperor energy, and our Emperor energies are masculine energy. So this is not gender specific. This is about our masculine and feminine energy, which we both have within us. So the masculine energy is about the doer, the leader, the protector. I take action. But we've got this little lone rabbit or hare sat here, sat at the path. And I think this is really interesting of how these two cards have come together, because it's like, I know where I want to go, but I feel like I can't go there. I feel like I'm sort of a little bit stagnant at the moment. It's like I want to, you know, rabbits are about birthing something new, about fertility. Not necessarily in that way, but fertility of a new project, of a new person, of a new situation, of new surroundings, of new friends, anything that's a new thing. But I feel like it's being halted is the word that they're giving me. It's like, you know where to go. It's being lit up by the moon. You know what direction you want to take. But for some reason, you're just kind of sat back and looking at it. And that could just be that you're just waiting things to be completely enlightened. You know, the light is coming from behind the moon. And, you know, maybe what you want is that full illumination before you take that step forward. You want a little bit more certainty. But I think that you will get that within the month of April when you take a step back. Then we've got serendipity. Serendipity is 18. 18 equals the 9. And the 9 is the Hermit. And that is our going within energy in the major arcana. It's also about self-mastery, about union with the higher self, that learning, and really kind of understanding the joy that you have at the moment, really understanding the luck that you've had in your life, really understanding how everything has kind of manifested at the right time in the right way. You never see it when you're in it, but you always see it when you step back. And this leads me back to this again. So April is very much the month of stepping back. Don't get too involved in it or anything. I'm also being told in really kind of be the observer in April before you act. Be the observer, stand back, just let everybody else do what it is that they need to do, and you just stand back and hold your energy and just watch how everything moves, how it all slots into place, and then how things will be illuminated for you, and then how the stability will come in. So moving on to the tarot, so how we just bring this all in with just a little bit more information. We've got the 6 of Swords, we've got the Ace of Wands, we have the Knight of Wands, and we have the 7 of Wands. So a lot of Wands energy. So if you are a Leo, Sag, Aries, this could be really calling out to you. There's a lot of fire energy. The Wands are about passion, action, work, creativity, transformation either. You know, really moving forward, the choices that we're gonna take. So I feel like the passion is really building up inside of you. You're really wanting to move forward in the month of April in everything that you've been working on. You would certainly going in oh, excuse me. You're certainly going into calmer waters with this 6 of Swords. There's new passionate beginnings coming in, and passionate not just necessarily as in love passionate, but in passion about what you do, passionate about moving forward. This can be good news, this can be new enthusiasm, new potential, new growth, new travel. Maybe not travel. Well, yeah, I mean, we are kind of opening up. I think we can travel in the UK in April. So it's like the sun is coming in. Look at all these leaves that are sprouting out of this, of the wand. And also I feel that something is going to come out of the air. So something where whether there is a situation where you felt that there was stuckness, where you could maybe taken a step back. I feel that there is going to be progression with that, and it's almost going to come out of the blue. You're not going to expect it. Or maybe accepted as well, because that was interesting that I said that. So expect the unexpected in April, and sort of expect it to come in quite quickly as well. The Knight of Wands is sort of certainty of purpose and rushing in, and kind of confident on their own, not necessarily needing anybody else around to lead you into your path of where you're kind of going currently. It can be a little bit of in and out energy, so you can, yeah, I really like this, no, I'm not too sure. This indecisiveness sometimes, because sometimes that the Knight rushes in too quickly before they really think about it. If you look at the horse here, which I'm really being drawn to, the eyes of the horse are really, really uncertain, and it's like, God, I'm rushing in, but I'm not sure that's actually what I want to do. And then following up on that, we've got the Seven of Wands, and the Seven of Wands is really kind of that need to defend yourself and protect yourself, and not really feeling that safe. There's a little bit of that going on. I'm just going to just clarify that one card there. Just to protect yourself from what? I just feel that there's a defensiveness. You might be putting up a wall, and that could be because you sort of rushed in too quickly in whatever this is that's gonna come out, and then that's made you feel a little bit vulnerable, or something that's coming in from the past that I'm also getting. Let's just get a card. Oh, okay, that was quick. Yeah, and we've got the Hangman again. So did the Hangman come up, or am I just thinking that? Okay, I'm thinking that the Hangman came up before, but I don't know. Maybe that was another reading that I did. So I feel that, you know, don't rush into anything in April. Kind of stand back and take it from another perspective, which is very much like the Mystic. You know, the Hangman is like, things haven't stopped. You're not necessarily at a crossroads, but you're just seeing things from another perspective. There might again be a delay, which kind of comes about with this darkness card, with the rabbit just sort of sat there. So I like that they are just clarifying that again, sort of seeing things differently. If there are delays in the things that you want things to move forward at a certain pace, but they're not progressing at that pace, then that's because there's a reason why. Trust in timing. You know, timing is an illusion anyhow, so just trust in the process. And I'm just going to get you one card of guidance for this, pile A. What a great reading. So lots going on for you in the month of April. Okay, so we just get some guidance. Well, pile A's, please. Thank you. Okay, and whatever is coming in, we've got abundance. On the bottom of the deck, we've also got meditation. So you might need to go within to really think about what it is that you need to do, and about how you move forward, and about what's coming up for you. All this passion that's coming up, kind of ground it in before you move forward. But you have got abundance coming in. Whatever this is, it might be a little bit delayed, but don't worry about it, because it is coming in for you, pile A. So I hope you found that useful. I leave you there with so much love, so much light, and I'll speak to you again soon. So we are going to go straight into our pile B's. It's just a little bit easier for me not to stop the video with these here. Okay, so we've got the Father. Just gonna clear the energy. So if you picked pile B, this is your reading. If I can just It's interesting that we had the Emperor energy in the last one, or the masculine energy, and then we've got the Father, which again is masculine energy. And again, that's the masculine energy in all of us. So let me bring these up so you can have a look. So we've got the Father as your main card. This is pile B. We have assessing. We have peace. And then we have the Tarot, the Chariot, the Tower, the Two of Wands, and another Ace of Wands. This is really interesting because it's very, very similar to pile A. So if you pick pile B, you might want to watch pile A. There might be a message in there for you as well. Because again, it feels like there's this balancing out. I mean, we spoke about in pile A about looking at it from a different perspective, balancing out the light and the dark. And what do we have here with the Father? We've got the light and the dark with a very strong line down the middle. And I feel that this is very much about balancing out the energy of maturity through the growth process. So that can also be ascending if you're going through a spiritual awakening, or whether you're just really trying to balance out your masculine and feminine energy. Again, the light and the dark, in, you know, how does our world work now with what's going on in our current world when we're also ascending to our spiritual world in believing that everything is energy, and it's a completely different thought process. And I feel that at the moment that's something that's going on for a lot of people in trying to bring the two in together. And again, we've got the number 9, and that was where the Hermit energy was. Yeah, it's exactly the same. It's the Hermit energy of the number 9, exactly the same as pile A. It's the assessing, it's the standing back, it's that kind of soul searching, going within, trying to find out what's going on for you in the month of April, how you are reacting to everything. Sometimes it can be about loneliness. There's just a single person in this balloon looking out at the world, looking out at the moon. Maybe something that's going to uncover itself as well, because the moon is about something that's hidden, about darkness, about uncertainty, instability. And when you have light and darkness trying to merge together, you have instability. Everything about the world at the moment is about instability. It's about the light and the dark. It's like you're for or you're against in every kind of aspect, especially in the UK at the moment. There seems to be no grey areas. It seems to be that things are extremely split and people are very much in their camps, and it feels very much like this at the moment with the Father, the line down the middle. You're in that camp or you're in this camp. Just decide which one you are. You can't have two, but of course you can, because we are living in a multilateral dimension, you know, when we are spiritual beings having a human experience, and it's trying to get peace with this situation. The 23 is the 5 is the Hierophant, so that is about high levels of knowledge, but it's also change, and it also can be uncomfortable change, you know, really. And everything that's going on that's happened in the last year is about the uncomfortable change. I feel that this reading is very much balancing out the inside so you can project it in your outside world, because there feels like there is a lot of turmoil going on currently and moving through into the month of April, but it's all ending up with peace. We've got movement in April. That was something that there wasn't in pile A, and that feels the difference within this. Like you're standing back, you're assessing, but in April there is going to be movement. The chariot is about movement. It's about overcoming obstacles. So it's not always a clean road. It's not always a clear path. Sometimes it's a bumpy path, but you overcome it. You get the horses or the Sphinx in this image to pull at the same speed. You know, your balance needs to be going at the same speed, otherwise you can't go anywhere if both horses are going in different directions. There might be, I love the Tower card because the Tower is about a shake-up, and from a shake-up becomes change, and then from change becomes transformation. So sometimes you need to have a shake-up of your foundations, a shake-up of how you're seeing things, a shake-up of how your outer world looks, and how you want something new to come about in the month of April for you, pile B. And then we've got the Two of Wands, and the Two of Wands is sort of looking outwards at what's going on. You've kind of got the world in your hand, and you know there's lots of new things happening, and you might not be seeing it at this moment. You might actually be too caught up in what is going out in the outside world and not paying enough attention to your own stuff and what's going on. Again, a feeling of restlessness, actions that you want to take but feel that you can't. And then with this Ace of Wands energy, there is a new beginning that's coming in, great transformation coming, you know, wanting to get moved, wanting to have this passionate new beginning of transformation after this shakeup, because then you see things so more clearly that you really want to move forward. And again, this might come out of somewhere that you're really not expecting it. Let me just get a card on this tower and just see what I'll what that could be about from my pile beads. It's just trying to get a little bit more energy. It feels quite, it doesn't feel like it's you know, a dark night of the soul or anything that's really overpowered. I just feel that it's a bit of a shake up. Anyhow, let's just get a clarifier on that for you. On the tarot, please. Okay, so that was quick. Okay, and we've got Justice. Great. So whatever it is, it's going in your favor. So it will balance things out without a shadow of a doubt. So sometimes you need that shake up to get the grounding, to get the balance out. But whatever the shake up is, it's definitely going to go in your favor. So it is looking good for you, Pisces. You know, again, stand back in the month of April, bringing peace into your world. Try to go with the flow. There might be a few obstacles in the way. They might come out of nowhere, but things will go in your favor, and you've got transformation coming in. So let's just get some guidance for you for the month of April. Okay, you've got 2 miracles. Oh wow, we like that. And self-acceptance. So what I'm actually getting with that, and I've got intention at the bottom of the deck, what I'm getting is have acceptance that miracles do happen, and set your intention. So whatever it is that's going on in your world, whatever you want to manifest in April, if there's something that you don't like within the reading, then you have the power to manifest that in. Use this advanced information. Go, okay, well, I don't want that to happen. I know that's going to come in, so I'm going to set my intention for that April is going to be a really, really smooth month, and whatever comes in, I'm going to find it incredibly easy, and I'm just going to move on with that. So I hope you found that useful. I'll leave you there with so much love, so much light, and I'll speak to you again soon. So we're going to go straight into pile C. Just going to grab some water. So pile C, let's see what we've got for here. We have got the tear. Okay, what's happening to my camera? Just bear with me 1 second.